Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-May 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But Aquarius, let's go ahead and get started. So in column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the remainder of May. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, let's get started in this first column, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So last few weeks or month. You have a summary affirmation card, Aquarius, of I will hope. So there's something you've been hoping for, praying for, wishing for. I feel like what you were hoping for did come true, which is nice to see. That feels like good energy for the most part coming through there. One thing that when you see the hope card, it's like super important to not lose hope and not doubt yourself and not question things. But again, I feel like this worked out in your favor. So let's take a look and see here though, what we're working with. Okay, the first card that we have is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is a really good card. Again, I feel like for most of you, this is going to be a yes. We did get this thing that we were hoping for. The 9 of Cups is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gains, enjoyment, pleasures. So lots of good meanings with it. This is like more luxury, more self-sufficiency, again, getting what you wanted. Those gains, that enjoyment, that pleasure. So strong start there for you. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of being very supportive, being very tolerant, again, not losing hope that this was going to come through for you. This is also like, if you look at this card, it's kind of hard to tell in this deck specifically, but with the Queen of Cups, this is like, rather than a cup, it's more like a trophy. So that's going to be like your best self or the best version of something. Now at the bottom here, we have the King of Coins. The King of Coins is a card of being very practical, solid, practical, and wise. So I think Aquarius, you had a really good plan on how to execute and how to get there. So again, it was like very solid, practical, and wise. I think you knew how to execute, but you just weren't sure if things would work out. But again, it seems like it did. The King of Coins is also a really good investment card. It's a card of wise investment. So again, there could be some financial gains tied into the fact that this was just a good financial move or a good financial investment. But let's take a look at our clarifiers here and see what other messages we've got. The first card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is coming through as a card of expectations, and I like this because I think this exceeded your expectations. This was more luxurious than you imagined. It was a bigger gain than you imagined. There was more enjoyment than you imagined. So again, this exceeded expectations. It was what you were hoping for, but even better. The next card that we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card of taking on something new. This is like new activity, new project, new creative idea. I think this in general is the thing that we've been hoping for. Again, it's that thing that we were working towards, that we're being tolerant, moving forward towards. At the bottom here, we have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is a card of self-defense. This is protecting yourself against competition. I feel like there could have been somebody like questioning or doubting your plan or asking why you were doing something. But at the end of the day, like I said, it doesn't really matter because I feel like the thing you were hoping for, you accomplished, Aquarius. So it's really nice to see. Okay, now let's move on to our next column, which is just general, what's coming for the remainder of May. We have the card, I feel confident. This is such a good affirmation. I feel like it's one that we could all use more often, but it's getting really important that anything that you tackle in these next few weeks, you need to do so very confidently. Don't have any doubt. Don't question your capabilities. Be confident in your skills and all that you can accomplish. But let's take a look and see what messages we've got here. The first card that we have is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, divorce, loss, depression. This could be like surgery. There does seem to be some lower feelings here, Aquarius. Some of you could be doing some grieving. There could be a loss for those of you that are. I'm sorry for that. This can also be a card of healing though. So there's just an event that we need to do more healing for. This is again kind of pulling the heart out of our, or pulling the sword out of our own heart and tackling that healing. The next card that we have is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a card of being very bold, being very powerful. It's very charming, very courageous. I'm feeling like you need to lean forward and push into it. I'm like seeing you all like actually leaning forward, taking things head on, continuing to push forward. So this is about that additional push forward, Aquarius. But it's like you need to make those bold moves forward. You need to lead yourself forward. You need to make those power moves. You need to have that courage to move forward there. At the bottom here we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card of unwanted change. Of course, this grieving or somebody passing away is not what we want it to be, not what we would like. It's especially going to be important to be confident though as well, because again, it seems like something happened that we weren't planning for. I always tell people with the Tower card, it's like you plan for A, B, C, and D, E, F ends up happening. So it's being able to push forward and make steps forward, even though it wasn't what you were expecting, even though it didn't play out the way you expected it to. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though and see what other messages we've got. First up we have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can be a card of new love. In the instance, like maybe some of you lost your dog, I could see you getting a new puppy here. Or if you live on a farm like me, maybe your favorite chicken passed away. And like you're getting a new chicken here. So there could be some new love. This is also being very studious and putting in the hard work. So again, it's like putting in that work to get that healing done that needs to happen there, Aquarius. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. Again, there's some sort of situation that's happening. This feels connected to the Tower card, and it's like we need to make steps forward. Even though this situation happened, this thing that we didn't plan for or didn't want happen, we still need to take steps forward from there. At the bottom here we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of making a choice. Again, it's like now that this situation has happened, how do we proceed forward? This could also be like making a plan on how to proceed forward too. So continue to lean in, continue to push forward is kind of the big message there. Stay confident, keep moving forward. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to do a quick affirmation card here. It says, I am financially safe and secure. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money, Aquarius. Let's see what we've got going on. First up, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of withdrawing, retreating, abandoning, moving on. I do think some of you are going to be moving on to a new job here, or at a very minimum a new project, but I like this energy. Again, I think there will be a new job here for many of you in these next few weeks. One thing I love about the Eight of Cups, this is like going from like good to better. It's like the grass is greener on the other side. So we're going to be glad that we made this move. It's very much so like an advancement. It's a step forward. The next card that we have is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is again that card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. I feel like this was like the last straw. This is the thing that happened that you were officially like, okay, I'm ready to move on. That's it. I'm ready to move on from here. So whatever this incident is with the Seven of Swords, it's kind of, again, like that's the straw that broke the camel's back. At the bottom here, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient. Some of you could be leaving like a corporate job and starting your own business. I see a lot of you being your own boss here. However, I like this. This is a good move for you. It feels very independent, if you will, here. But let's take a look at clarifiers and see what other messages I can give you here. First up, we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. There's going to be a lot of those in this new beginning. So lots of abundance, which is good in terms of money and happiness and creation. I feel like you will be creating something. You'll be responsible for creation of something in this new role. So that creation is very literal, like you're creating something, which is neat to see. But nice abundance coming with this opportunity. The next card that we have is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of low feelings. And again, this is your reaction or your response to this Seven of Cups. So that Seven of Cups, again, being like theft, betrayal, dishonesty, that thing that we're saying, it's the straw that broke the camel's back. The Five of Cups is loss, regret, grief, feeling abandoned, feeling unappreciated. Again, it's kind of the low feelings that would come with an incident like that. At the bottom here, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change, you're on a journey. Very much so, it's like there's action, there's change. We're taking on a new journey here. So this is very fitting. The Chariot can also be a new vehicle card, and since we're in our money and investment column, I think this is fitting here. So some of you could be getting a new car as well, but I think this is really a reflection of the journey onto this next step, new chapter for you. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Starting out with a quick love message here. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change what is beyond our control. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Aquarius. The first card we have is the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very domestic card, so it's great in terms of relationships. Entering into new relationship, the health of a current relationship. This could be a reflection of like a marriage as well. This is also a card of fertility, so if you're hoping to grow your family, great card for you. But we like the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles in our love column. This is also about like putting your resources in the correct place, so like spending time with the right people, getting the right people, the right energy, that type of thing as well. The next card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the major arcana. It's a card of fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. So again, this could be a new relationship for some of you. This could be an advancement of an existing relationship. This could be entering into parenthood, but definitely some love movement here. And again, that Queen of Coins being a really strong love card, so I like the movement that we have. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Coins. This is very luxurious. Again, there's a lot of like enjoyment and pleasures that happen with this card. I know pleasure is kind of a weird word, but it's the meaning of the card. So again, I feel like there's just a lot of enjoyment at this point. The word luxury is coming through here. The word financial gain is coming through here. When we think about financial gain in terms of relationship, this could be like moving in together. So going from one income to two incomes, that type of energy. Let's take a look though at our clarifiers now. See what other messages we have for our love column. The first card that we have is the Knight of Swords. Excuse me. If you take a look at the Knight of Swords, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly on this card. So I do think things with this relationship could be moving very quickly. Maybe you got pregnant really quickly, or you're moving in together quickly, or maybe it was a short engagement. or a short time for you to start dating. It's not a bad thing. Again, things are just moving quickly with the Knight of Swords here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think I have anything else I want to say there with the Knight of Swords. The next card that we have is the Death card. I always like to point out the Death card does not mean death, but it does indicate change and transformation and moving forward together. So moving on to this new beginning, especially for those of you who are single, definitely take on this new opportunity, take on this new relationship. But again, this is kind of progression forward. It's that transformation. At the bottom here, we have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of going within for clarity. It's about doing what feels good at our core, and I feel like this is going to be that. So this relationship or the potential for your family to grow, these are things that feel genuine and true to you and provide you meaning and provide you interest and provide you happiness. So I like this. The Hermit is so true to the heart. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I am cherished. So I love this. This is you being loved, you being valued. And this could be by somebody else, or this could be you cherishing you. But it's important to make sure that you're in this position where you feel cherished and feel valued and feel loved, Aquarius. Looks like we have some pretty good love cards here, so I'm not surprised to see it. But let's, again, take a look and see what we've got going on. The first card that we have is the Hermit card. We were just talking about the Hermit. This is going within for clarity. This is doing what feels good at our core, feels good at our heart. So this could be one of those ways that we cherish ourselves, again, with this type of feeling. But I like this. This is very true, very genuine. It's the feel-good energy. We have the Six of Coins next, or the Six of Pentacles. This is very generous. There could be some generosity tied into that feel-good feeling. This is about giving or receiving, but again, I feel like you're receiving this love. You're receiving this cherishment now, which is a good place to be. It's, again, what's feeling good at your core. At the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my videos before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards. This is about like there being a turning point and a shift coming, and it's like it's a shift where we are doing things that really truly feel good at our core. We're receiving the love, the cherishing, all those things that we truly need. So super positive shift coming here for you in this final column. Let's just clarify these last few cards. First, we have the World card, which is the last card in the Major Arcana. Not surprised to see this. Anytime there's kind of like a new beginning, of course there has to be a world. So we're leaving a chapter and entering into a new one. And this new one, again, just feels so good at the core. The next card that we have is the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of making these voluntary changes. Again, this is the changes we want. This is also about trusting your intuition. Very much so with the Moon. So let the Moon guide you through this new chapter. And at the bottom here, we have the Three of Wands. This is a card of expansion. This is a card of being supported. I'm not surprised to see it, just given all that we've read through. All in all, things look pretty good here, Aquarius. So now at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. Question number 1, though, is the Ace of Diamonds. This is number 9 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 6 of Spades. This is the number 29 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the 8 of Spades. This is number 32 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, no, yes there for you. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of May. You have Sapphire this month, which is good for spirituality, wisdom, helps with those profound spiritual experiences, and make sure you're always in the right place at the right time. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck, Aquarius. Your healing note says, when you can't remember why you were hurt, that is when you are healed. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Again, please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your May.